Sets and Reps is a show about wellness and growth insights from coaches and creatives who practice consistency and discipline every day to crush their goals. Click the link below to follow the podcast on Spotify. You can watch daily clips from each value-packed episode on this YouTube channel. Please share with a friend anything that resonated with you. New episodes will be released on Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time.
What's really, I think, damaging in some ways or limiting is when somebody uses like posture or any type of movement cue to make other people afraid. You better sit up or you're going to hurt your back. Now that starts to create this fragility mindset within someone else where there's no evidence that it's actually true. Pain isn't just, again, something getting damaged in the body. There's a lot of context behind it that ultimately comes from the brain and the nervous system. So if you're promoting this idea of like, I have to sit a certain way or I'm going to hurt myself, well, that actually might become something that causes hurt because you had that belief for so long. So I think you got to be careful. And what I try to promote is variability, is like you should be flexible in the way that you sit. It's likely not a good idea to be in any one position too long without changing that position, right? And to me, that makes the most amount of sense, that posture is more about varied positions than it is about an ideal. If you're limited in how much you can move, so say you're on a long drive, a long plane flight and things like that, there might be a better starting point than others, but that might be based on, somebody's body type, right? Mm-hmm. So for instance, like if you're in a plane, you can put the seat straight up. Maybe that feels best. You can tip the seat back, a slight reclination. Maybe that feels best. There'd be reasons for both. And there's some science that looks at like the pressures within like the discs, within the structures of the body at different angles. But that doesn't mean because there's more pressure in one position than the other, then the position with less pressure is the best posture, because there's other variables to what creates somebody's symptoms. So, there's a lot of things always at play, and posture is something to take into account. Like it's just another way to say position, right? Like when you're doing any movement, there are positions and then you transition through those positions. So you want to have a standard for your starting positions, and you want to have a standard for your positions that you might be trying to hold some people in to have them understand different relationships of the body. But I don't think you want to call them good or bad. I think you want to have more context behind that.